If you've ever picked up your phone at night after a long day of work and you thought to yourself, I really need to do more than this and not just scroll on social media and pass the time, but actually use this scrolling time to really change your situation. And I want you to know something because that feeling that you have, it isn't random. It's coming from the part of you that knows that if nothing changes, and that's a hard place to sit in because the day ends and you've done everything you needed to do, right? You went to work, you took care of your family, and now it's your downtime. But it's that quiet moment of the night that you have a little bit of time to reflect. That's when the pressure sets in. And you start to say to yourself, I should be doing something more to move forward. And then what happens is another day passes by, we do the same thing, and we're on this never ending hamster wheel, right? And then weeks go by, months go by, and the situation never changes. If that feels familiar to you, then this video is for you. And I've been there for years, that exact same spot. Every day I would come home and say, something's got to change. I got to do something different. I would go online, do my searches, try to make money from home, the whole 9 yards, which is why I created this channel, because I learned about a lot of side hustles and I figured that there were people out there that could also benefit. But I would work all day and come home exhausted, not because of the work itself, but I think the mental part of everything, knowing that this is going to be my life. The feeling of coming home from work and being too exhausted to even talk to the kids. You're listening to what they're saying, but are you actually present? I know for me, there were some times that I would be talking to my kids and all I wanted to do was just go to bed. And that's awful. And I felt so guilty. And I just felt stuck. And I didn't want to feel that for the rest of my life. And I think what scared me the most was just thinking that if I did nothing, this was going to be the rest of my life. And I would sit there on my phone just scrolling and searching and looking for something that made sense. Something simple, something real, something that I could actually do on my phone. Just that one thing that finally worked. And I've actually had a month where I made over $4,000 while working a full-time job. And the moment that hit me wasn't about the money, it was the feeling of relief. Like maybe I'm not stuck in this place forever and maybe this is a way out. And that's what I want for you. So we're going to go over a few side hustles, and what I want to do is tell you what this is not about. This isn't anything about building massive tech skills, building a big following, messaging people all day, being on the phone, convincing anyone. Because if you're here, that's probably exactly what you don't want to do because you don't have time for it. What you want is something simple, beginner friendly, something that you can do at night, and something that actually makes sense and fits your life. Side hustle number one is exploding right now, and I need to talk about it more on my channel. It's called UGC, User Generated Content. And this is where you create simple content for brands. Usually they're short form videos or pictures that companies use for their marketing. And the best part is you don't need a following because you're not using your own social media account. You don't need to go viral because again, you're not using your own social media account. And you don't need to be an influencer. You simply are creating content for companies. Income potential could be anywhere from $50 to $150 per video. If you're experienced, you could make a lot more. And what's cool is if you get a brand and you contract with them and they have you on a retainer, what that means is if you promise to create videos every single month, they're going to keep paying you every single month. So that's pretty cool. So what's awesome is you can do this completely from your cell phone. You have to be a little creative, but it's pretty simple. And of course, it's beginner friendly. Now, if you want to find out more information, you can go to TikTok and type in UGC and get more information that way. You can go to Fiverr or you can go to UGC platforms specifically to look for jobs like Billo or Trend. So obviously you have to find businesses, right? But it's pretty simple. You find a business, all you do is apply and they either accept you or you don't. So obviously the name of the game is finding a brand that fits your personality and fits your passions. And that's pretty cool. Side hustle number two, TikTok Shop. This is where you promote products through short form videos, or you can go live on TikTok and you earn a commission every time someone buys. And I've logged into TikTok so many times, and I remember a creator specifically, she was laying on this chair that was huge, like this big fluffy chair, and she had thousands of people on her live stream, because when you see a little person sitting on this big chair, that's going to stop the scroll. People are going to be curious. And I didn't buy the chair because I don't have a need for it, but out of those thousands of people, you know that a couple hundred people probably bought. And when people buy, that's when you make money. So all you do is you're showing products, you're reviewing them, you're demonstrating them, you're sitting on them. It's almost like a QVC from your cell phone, or their home shopping network from your cell phone. And you can scale this to thousands a month if your content performs and gets traction. Now, if you want to learn more about this, you can go to TikTok Creator Center, TikTok Shop tutorials, and obviously there's stuff on YouTube as well. And what's super cool, it could be done at night. There's no tech skills, the potential to grow, and it could take time to grow. Side hustle number 3 is pretty simple. It's just reselling stuff you already have. You can do this on Facebook Marketplace. It's simple. You just use your phone, but it's constant work. It's listing, it's messaging people, it's dealing with people, and over time this could feel like another job, but I think it's good temporarily because you know that there's stuff around your house that you could probably sell, and then you're also decluttering at the same time, which is pretty cool. Side hustle 4, digital products. This is actually one of my favorite strategies because you can create simple things like recipes, workout guides, how to potty train a dog, how to potty train a child, how to do homeschooling, how to buy a house. You can create products from the knowledge in your head and actually sell those products for profit. And what's cool is when you make a sale, you earn 100% of that sale because there's no splitting commissions with anyone. So people typically use Canva, which is free, to create the product, and then you can list it on Etsy or Gumroad. What you can also do, say you want to create a workout guide, you can create a YouTube channel or a TikTok profile or even Instagram all about fitness and sell your product on social media. So you can do it that way too. And what's cool is once you create the product, you could sell it over and over again. So this could be a potentially lucrative side hustle because you create the product once and you just make money over and over again every time it sells. So this could turn into passive income, which is cool. But a lot of people don't know what kind of product to make. That was me. I didn't know what product to make. I didn't know if it was going to, even if I made a product, I didn't know if it was going to be good. I didn't know how to get traffic. So yeah, there were a couple of little roadblocks, but this is definitely one of my favorite strategies because you earn 100% profit, which is pretty cool. This last one is wild. Laundry services. It's very different, but it's surprisingly simple. You're just doing laundry for other people. Maybe these are busy professionals or families or maybe elderly people, and they pay people to do their laundry. So it's anywhere from $15 to $30 per load. Some people earn $300 to maybe $1,000 a month, and you can start small or you can find a company. So you can go to local Facebook groups, try to get your clients, or maybe next door, obviously word of mouth. But if you Google laundry services, there are companies that are already set up and you could sign up to be an independent contractor through them, which is pretty cool. So then you're not starting, then they can help you find your clients. But obviously this is something that's super simple. No tech skills, immediate income, and what's cool is you can, as the laundry is being done, you can be doing another side hustle at the same time, which I think is pretty awesome. Now, the truth that a lot of people don't realize is while all of these side hustles can make money, most of them will not change your situation because you're still working to earn. And when you stop, you lose that income. And this is why a lot of people feel stuck because they're doing things that aren't really building anything. Yes, of course, they're bringing money in, but they're not able to make enough to save for retirement, right? Or pay off the mortgage. And the part that hit me the hardest was I wasn't lazy and I wasn't doing things wrong. I just didn't have a real system And that's why I kept going in circles. And that's why I felt like literally the hamster on the wheel, right? Because I would try something, maybe make a little bit of money, but then I would learn that I wasn't able to really scale it to the income that I was looking for. So then I would start something else, and then the process would just start over and over again. And then I realized that I didn't need multiple different side hustles. I just needed one thing that actually worked. One system, one path. And what I found was something completely different, because I found something that was step by step. It was beginner friendly, it was structured. There was no guessing, no chasing people, no confusion. And the biggest shift was that people came to me instead of me having to chase. And obviously I know what you're thinking. Is this legit? Is this MLM? Is it reselling? No. This is in line with the digital products side hustle that I explained earlier, where you keep 100% profit. But the cool thing is you don't have to create products already created for you. There's no team building, no one above you. You don't split commissions. You get 100% profit. And you are learning real skills. And you're being supported at the same time. So here's what I want you to do next. Instead of scrolling randomly tonight, if you are serious about wanting to change in the next 6 months, they're going to pass you by anyway. Why not make it be a productive 6 months and build your income up for it to really make an impact in your life? So you want to ask yourself, in 6 months, are you going to be in the same spot as you are right now? Or will you be building for your future? If you want to see a better path, click on the link in the description below. Get the free blueprint that walks you through this entire process. And you can see for yourself, does this make sense for your life? Click on the link below to get all the details, and I'll see you in the next video.